know, man.
Know
So
what I
let's
mean?
get into it. Let's get into it, man. So one, Tyson Fury put on a pretty good performance this past weekend and ended it with a devastating uppercut to Dillian Whyte's chin that left him floored, stumbling and bumbling, and could not continue in the fight. So now Tyson Fury is saying that he's going to retire. He's done with boxing, that he's ready to go vacation, do WWE, WWF, you name it, whatever wrestling he's intrigued in being a part of. He's also ready to do a crossover fight with Ngannou from the UFC. So the list goes on and on after what happened this past Saturday. So first, Q, give me a quick take, man, on what kind of really was a lopsided fight, bro. There really never was a moment that Dillian Whyte had Tyson Fury in trouble. But give me your take right quick, man, on the fight. And then tell me, do you believe Fury's really retired from the sport of boxing the way he said after the fight, bro?
Right. So, you know what I mean? As how the fight went, man, honestly, man, this fight, it went. And a word to my man, shout out to my man Mike Rich that I work with, man. He came to me and something because I talked to a lot of people about boxing. You know, that they know I like boxing. They'll come to me and ask for my spiel on something, right? And it blew my mind because actually he stepped to me the other day at work and was like, yo, you was exactly right. You said, because I didn't even remember what round it stopped in. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing was, I feel like, you know, Fury was going to win the fight by stoppage. You know what I'm saying? I said 6-round stoppage. And I still, you know, my mind a little blurry on when it stopped, you know. But basically, Tyson Fury did whatever he wanted to do when he wanted to, as he should be able to, you know, in my opinion, just with his skill set and his size, you know what I'm saying, his boxing IQ. So, it wasn't anything to see here, as far as I'm concerned, man. I ain't spent a lot of time. One of the things about the ending of the fight that I wanted to pose a question to, as far as people, how y'all feel about it, because it ain't no doubt of who's gonna win the fight. Even if Dillian Whyte would have landed one of those punches that he caught Povetkin with, you know what I'm saying, in a rematch and knocked him out cold, it was an uppercut or hook or something. Man, ain't no doubt about what Fury would have did next. He would have got up. He would have got up and walked the dog on him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Fury would break you. He would get up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, if he done got up from Wilder 3 or 4 times, man, I ain't no doubt in my mind he'll get up from Fury. From
Dillian Whyte,
from Dillian Whyte. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, man, and what do I feel about him next? Him and Ngannou, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Only reason I entertain that, and I still feel like Fury will dominate that. You know what I'm saying? Because
it's a money grab. It's a money grab.
It's a money grab, and I ain't letting nobody from getting their money, especially Ngannou from where he came from and the Dana White.
Right. He be doing Ngannou a favor. He be doing him a favor and giving him a bag.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. But it'll be a wrinkle to it. It won't just be the regular. I don't know if you saw this. What is
MMA gloves, right? Did they say MMA gloves?
MMA gloves. Mm-hmm. But still, I feel like Tyson Fury with the hands and the reach, even though Ngannou's tall also. But no, I don't think. You know, I mean, he still have a puncher's chance, you know. And outside of that, man, I just feel like Tyson Fury, in my opinion, will not be retired from boxing as we know it. I feel like he'll have at least one more fight. I think he'll either fight Usyk or Joshua Winner or whoever, however that goes. That's what I got for that, because I just don't see him just pulling out like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you know you're going to get into the ring again.
Yeah.
You know, but I salute him if he does, man. If he does, he'll be just like my man, Rocky Marciano was the only fighter heavyweight that retired undefeated.
Right.
And Joe Kazaki, well, you know, and of course Money Mayweather retired undefeated also. But it'll be a short list, man. So what you say about it, my boy?
Hey, man, you know what? I'll say this about the fight, bro. Actually, from what I witnessed, man, before he was able to floor Dillian Whyte in the 6th round, bro. I got to be real honest and transparent and say that I was actually about to get real irritated with Tyson Fury. And I was about to get irritated with him, not because he wasn't dominating the fight or because he wasn't winning the fight, but it was getting to be a scenario where Tyson Fury was winning the fight, but wasn't imposing his will. And it really wasn't the greatest fight, really, honestly, first couple of rounds. Right. And it's intriguing at, you know, how much he respected Dillian Whyte's boxing acumen, because he came into the fight, bro, with a whole different game plan than a Deontay Wilder. Remember how in the second fight and the third fight with Deontay Wilder, he pretty much said, I'm going to go straight to him and bully him and try to get him out of there. Right. With Dillian Whyte, it was totally the opposite. It was Tyson Fury staying on the outside where he had the advantage, which was smart. He's 6'9", 280. And then anytime that Dillian Whyte did close the distance and get inside, Tyson Fury made it real ugly by tying Dillian Whyte up. Every single we were able to get no type of real interior inside phone booth action in the fight. So it was just interesting, man. That up until that moment, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was like, man, Fury winning, but come on, man, you got to give us some more action when you have packed out the stadium with 94,000 people.
My God, and salute to the UK fans.
That's exactly. They showed up. They showed up as they usually do. But now to the second part, bro, of what we're speaking on with him possibly retiring. Man, heck no, Fury ain't done, bro. We all know. I could tell by the way he was looking when they were asking him in the ring, you know, that he honestly really isn't done. I feel like at this point, to keep it 100, man, I like Fury as a fighter, and he's very entertaining, but he really is a drama king at this point. Fury definitely loves to stir up a little bit of drama and try to put a little bit of sauce on a lot of stuff to, you know, to get some attention. So I do feel without a doubt, bro, that he will be back. So I don't believe him for 1 second on him saying that he's retired and done with the sport of boxing. It's too much money out here, bro, to be made for Tyson Fury.
Without a doubt. And also, another thing is, you know, and with the Dillon Whyte part of it, you know, as far as, and I feel like Tyson Fury at this point, you know, he knows he's a linear champ. He knows, and I salute him. I feel like he has the right mindset for anybody that has done what he's done. And with the stature that he's had, with the skill set that he has, and we'll get to this later because this is a whole nother question that we want to about Tyson Fury as it pertains to that. But it was a thing about the stoppage and how it went, you know, and I know Dillian Whyte was complaining about the ref stoppage, and basically because when Tyson Fury hit him with the uppercut, he clipped him with the uppercut. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't flush, but it was it connected. You know what I'm saying?
It connected smooth, yeah.
It connected smooth, but it wasn't like flush on the chin or nothing like that. It was like it was grazed. It was a hard punch now, but you know what I'm saying? But he pushed him because he was pretty much out on his feet. And
you're right. He did push him down.
He pushed him with both hands.
You're right about that.
So Dillian Whyte said he fell and hit his head, in which he said he fell like. He said, you know, this ain't wrestling. This ain't, you know, football. He said, you know, that he should have had more time to recover because he fell and hit his head. And that also, but he said the ref flagged the fight off. And he was like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? The man just pushed me down. You know, he hurt me. He caught me. You know what I'm saying? He was for real about that, but he just felt like he should have more time to recover. But
I ain't gonna lie, man. If Dillian's saying that, man, he's trying to get that another payday, man. So, but I will admit, bro, when you do look at the replay, he did, after he did clip him, he did literally shove him down. But I mean, it still was a nice uppercut, and Dillian was out of there. But
and like we talk about on the inside, and which is why Fury wasn't trying to fight on the inside like that, in my opinion, because I just feel like he's accomplished so much. He didn't even let nobody come at the last minute that ain't on his level. Right. It ain't no reason, because I just feel like with Deontay Wilder, he felt like he was gonna break him close up. He was gonna put pressure on him and make Deontay Wilder fight going backwards, which he'd be uncomfortable with.
And he know he don't have a skill set like that. He know that Deontay,
and even though he could throw them punches, he could throw. You know, it reminded me of, you know, Errol Spence was crazy on the inside in the fight when he was fighting in the phone booth against Ugas.
Mm-hmm.
And Fury know he had the advantage on the inside. I feel on the outside, because
on the outside. He didn't want to give Dillian
good on the inside,
right?
And actually they both threw uppercuts, and Fury's landed first with his reach. His landed first. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing Dillian Whyte was saying. So I mean, dope fight. You know what I'm saying? Not the dopest fight, but I mean, end of the day, it was a fight I wasn't.
It ended in a good fashion.
About it.
Yeah, it ended in a good
for
fashion.
UK fans, just like Conor Kerr Brook, but I already knew what was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like Conor Kerr Brook, I knew what was gonna happen.
Hey, man, on side note, you just mentioned Conor Kerr Brook, man. Shout out to Amir Khan, man, because we might have to connect with, man. A lot of people giving his wife a lot of flack. Because I don't know if you heard, Amir Khan him and his wife got robbed, and word on the street is his wife darted away and left him there during the robbery. So, but we'll talk about that another time.
She was probably part of it.
But we'll talk about that another time, man. Hey, bro, but let's get into